I'm Larissa, 28, born and raised in Austin, Texas. South Congress sunsets, breakfast tacos, and a work ethic that could power the grid. My family owns Legacy Custom Furnishings, a high-end workshop cranking out $20,000 walnut dining tables, live-edge boardroom beasts, and boutique hotel suites that make interior designers weep. Grandpa Joe started it in 1983 with a rusty table saw, a $300 loan, and a dream bigger than the Capitol building. He built it from scratch, every dovetail, every finish, every late-night sketch. And me? I was his shadow. From age 14, I was in the shop after school, learning how to read wood grain like sheet music, how to balance form and function, how to make a mortise and tenon joint so tight it'd survive a Category 5 hurricane. Grandpa didn't just teach me craft. He taught me legacy. "This ain't about blood, Larissa," he'd say, wiping sawdust off his hands. "It's about the hands that build. Skill is the only currency that don't depreciate." Fast forward to now. I'm the engine of this company. I designed the Riverbend collection, those sexy, flowing live-edge chairs with hidden steel spines that won the Austin Design Award and saved us from bankruptcy 2 years ago. I landed the Vantage Hotel contract, 12 locations, 6 figures per install, custom millwork that turned heads from Dallas to Denver. I'm the one who can program the 5-axis CNC in my sleep, write G-code faster than you can text, and still hand sand a finish smoother than a Post Malone track. I haven't taken a paycheck in 10 years. Every dollar went back in. New tools, debt payoff, keeping the lights on. I worked 80-hour weeks, skipped vacations, missed birthdays, all so this place could breathe. And my brother Ryan, 24, creative director, in title only. Dude couldn't tell walnut from IKEA particle board if you spotlit it. His daily contribution? Roll in at 11 a.m. in a Supreme hoodie, take selfies with the showroom pieces, post them with captions like, "Crafting the future," then dip to play Call of Duty. He once tried to help by suggesting we paint a $15,000 oak table neon green because it's trendy. But guess who Mom, Susan, and Dad, David, picked to inherit the entire company? Ryan, not me, the one who bled for this place. Not me, the one Grandpa trained like a Jedi. Ryan. I found out at the family meeting. No warning. Just me, Mom, Dad, and Ryan, smirking in the corner like he just won the Powerball. Dad clears his throat, all corporate. "Larissa, we've made a decision. Ryan will take over as CEO, effective immediately. You'll stay on as lead designer, under his direction." I blink, once, twice. Under him? The guy who thinks joinery is a yoga studio? Mom jumps in, voice soft, eyes misty. "Honey, you've always been so strong, so independent. We never had to worry about you. Ryan, he's sensitive. He needs this to build confidence. You don't." That's when the air left my lungs. My strength wasn't a gift to them. It was a punishment. They didn't have to babysit me, so they didn't. I was the mule. Ryan was the show pony. My competence meant I could be ignored. My hustle meant I didn't need them. So they gave the kingdom to the kid who couldn't even spell kingdom. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just said, "Cool." I quit, grabbed my laptop, my tool belt, and walked out. 3 days of silence. No texts, no emails, no 2 a.m. emergency CNC alerts. I'm crashing at my girl Emily's loft. Downtown, exposed brick, lawyer vibes. For the first time in a decade, I'm free. Then I see the truck pull up outside Joe's Coffee on South Congress. Mom and Dad. Not sad. Furious. Dad storms over, voice low but lethal. "Larissa, this has gone on long enough. You're acting like a child, trying to destroy this family over petty jealousy?" I laugh. Actually laugh, Cold, sharp, Texas dry. Jealousy? I brought in Vantage. I designed Riverbend. I know how to run the CNC. What's Ryan done, besides blow the marketing budget on Yeezys and a neon sign that says vibes only? Dad's face goes tomato red. No comeback. Mom steps in, hand on his arm, voice like honey over broken glass. You've always been so strong. We never had to worry about you. Ryan, he needs this. Why can't you just be happy for your brother? And there it was, the truth, raw, ugly, honest. They weren't rewarding Ryan for skill. They were punishing me for competence. I stood up, slung my bag over my shoulder. I get it now. Y'all don't want a leader. You want a project. And I'm done being the unpaid intern in my own life. Dad starts. Don't you walk! I didn't turn around. Just kept walking. The guilt, gone. Burned away like morning fog. That night, I can't sleep, staring at Emily's ceiling fan. One thought looping. Grandpa saw me. He knew. At 2:07 a.m., I'm in my Jeep. Drive to my parents' house in Tarrytown. Park 2 blocks down. Use my old key. Slip in through the side gate. House is dark. I creep up the creaky oak stairs to the attic. Air thick with dust, cedar and ghosts. In the corner, under a faded canvas tarp, Grandpa's cedar chest. I kneel. Pop the rusty latch. Inside, heaven. Hand-drawn sketches on yellowed graph paper. Material swatches. Walnut, cherry, reclaimed barnwood. And a dark leather journal. Cracked spine. Pages soft as butter. I sit cross-legged on the floor, phone flashlight glowing, and flip to a page dated March 12th, 1991. This workshop belongs to the hands that build, not the blood that owns. Skill is the only true legacy. It cannot be given. It can only be earned. I've watched Larissa since she was knee-high. She's got the eye, the heart, the grit. If this place is to live on, it'll be through her. Not titles, not favoritism. Just work. I stopped breathing. This wasn't nostalgia. This was Founder's intent. His will and spirit. I didn't take the journal. I photographed every single page. 87 photos, 3:13 a.m. timestamp. This wasn't a tantrum anymore. This was war. And I just found my nuke. Next morning, I'm in Emily's office. 12th floor, downtown Austin, view of the Capitol Dome. I slide my phone across her glass desk. 87 photos of Grandpa's journal. Zoomed, annotated, time-stamped. She reads the 1991 entry. Eyes narrow like a hawk. Larissa, this is platinum. Founder's intent. Philosophical will. But Texas courts love messy. We gotta prove 2 things. 1, you were the primary value driver. 2, Ryan is unfit. Legally, financially, morally. I nod. He's incompetent. Emily smirks, sipping her cold brew. We need proof. Hard. Cold. Receipts. Not feelings. That night I'm back at Emily's loft. They cut my company email, but forgot one thing. I built the servers. From scratch. Cloud backup, RAID array, the whole stack. Still had a backdoor admin login. I crack it open like a geode. Start digging through expense reports Ryan approved since taking control. First hit. $9,500 labeled Office Equipment Upgrade. Click the PDF invoice. 80-inch OLED TV plus Bose 900 soundbar. Shipped to Ryan's private apartment in Balcones Creek. Not the workshop. I'm not shocked. I'm disgusted. Then, $5,000 to Ryan Designs LLC. Wait, what the? I pull up the Texas Secretary of State Business Registry. Ryan Designs LLC, filed 6 months ago. Sole owner and registered agent, Ryan David, last name. I dig deeper. 3 trademark applications filed under the LLC. For what? Riverbend Chair, Monarch Executive Desk, Austin Live Edge credenza, My Designs, My IP, my future. He wasn't just taking the company, he was stealing my intellectual property to build a lifeboat. If the family biz tanked, he'd still own the only valuable assets, my award-winning designs. He could license them, sell them, start over. Golden child? Nah. Career thief. Calculated grifter. We filed for a preliminary injunction and emergency hearing. Not a full trial, just enough to freeze the succession and force disclosure. Courtroom day. Travis County Courthouse. Smells like lemon polish and anxiety. My parents sit behind Ryan, glaring at me like I torched their Whataburger. Ryan? Rockin' a $3,200 Brioni suit, smiling like this is a TED Talk on disrupting sawdust. His lawyer feeds him softballs. Tell us your vision for legacy custom furnishings. Ryan drops buzzwords like confetti, synergy, brand alignment, future-facing innovation, metaverse showrooms. Then Emily stands, calm, deadly. Heels click like a countdown. Mr. Ryan, you're creative director, correct? Yes. Describe the creative process behind the Riverbend collection, the one that won the Austin Design Award and generated $1.2 million in revenue. Ryan blinks. Inspiration, flow of the river, organic forms, materials used, the highest quality, specifically walnut, white oak, reclaimed pine. I handle high-level concepts. The techs do the wood stuff. Emily smiles like a shark. So you don't know how to build, design, or even identify the product you're paid to direct? Ryan snaps. I'm the face of the brand. I sell the vision. Emily drops the projector bomb. $9,500 TV invoice, shipped to his apartment. $5,000 wire to his secret LLC. Trademark filings for my designs timestamped before succession. She steps closer, voice quiet but lethal. Were you protecting company assets or stealing them to launch your own competing brand? Ryan goes ghost white, stammers, looks at Mom, Dad, his lawyer, dead silence. The judge, stone-faced, adjusts her glasses. She rules in 17 minutes. Succession plan invalidated. Ryan breached fiduciary duty. Misuse of company funds. $14,500. Attempted theft of intellectual property. Company to be sold at public auction. Proceeds split 50-50. After Ryan repays fraud. Grandpa's journal admitted as evidence of founder's intent. Mom gasps like she's in a telenovela. Dad looks like he aged 20 years in 20 seconds. Ryan, already yelling at his lawyer. This is bullshit! Mom stops me in the hallway, face twisted, eyes wild. You did this. You destroyed this family. I look her dead in the eye, voice steady. No, Mom, you did. The second you rewarded weakness over work. 6 weeks later, business sold at auction. Debts paid. Ryan's fraud clawed back with interest. $110,000 hits my new account. I don't buy a Lambo. I don't flex on the gram. I rent a 2,000 square foot workshop in East Austin. Exposed brick, roll-up door, smells like possibility. Buy a used 5-axis CNC. Some clamps, a dust collector. Hang a hand-carved wooden sign. Legacy Workshop. First hire, Rachel, old shop manager. I can't match your old salary. Not yet, but I can offer profit share. She doesn't blink. When do I start? First client? Vantage Hotels calls me. Larissa, thank God. Ryan kept pitching vibes and NFT chairs. We want you. That 12 hotel contract, still yours. One Saturday, I'm at the liquidation auction. In the corner, under a tarp, Grandpa's drafting table, the one he taught me on. Scratched, stained, perfect. I bid, I win. $800. I spend a week restoring it, sanding, oiling, tightening the vise. I put it in the corner of my new shop, under a skylight. That night, CNC hummin' in the background like a heartbeat. I sit at that table, sharpen a pencil, pull out a fresh sheet of vellum, and I design. Not for them, not to prove anything, just because I can. For the first time in a decade, I'm not carrying anyone. I'm not fixing anyone's mess. I'm just building. This ain't the end. This is the blueprint. This is mine. Yo, Ember fam! That's how you turn betrayal into a brand new dynasty. Larissa didn't just walk away. She built her own damn table. Literally. From sawdust to six-figure contracts. From scapegoat to shot collar. Ever had your work stolen? Your legacy handed to someone who didn't bleed for it? Spill it in the comments. I read every single one. No cap. Like if you'd fight for what's yours. Share this with the grinder in your life who's been slept on. Subscribe and smash that bell. Next week, we're dropping a story about a sister who exposed her brother's fake cancer scam at his wedding. Yeah, it's that wild. Revenge by Ember. We don't get mad. We get legacy. We get paid. We get free. Peace out, fam.